what's good? I'm the Great Raw, and I'm about to give you a quick rundown and breakdown of the story behind the EP Book of Shadows. First of all, you might be wondering why did I choose that to be the title. Um, it's many reasons, and the reasons are numerous, but I'm gonna just say it like this. The primary reason, I state the primary reason. The primary reason why I chose Book of Shadows is, first of all, as if you're familiar with my music, you know that I like to use a lot of esoteric references, and a lot of like cryptic type of titles and lyrics and what have you. But anyway, man himself is a book of life. You know what I mean? And I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to make this project mean a lot, and I wanted to like address many issues that the average person has, that we all have really. That internal conflict, self-doubt, depression, and I wanted this to be something that will uplift people too. Like, I wanted to be able to expose that duality within man and woman. So that's what, so the meaning of it is, since man is a book of life, then the book of shadows, I wanted to emphasize and kind of highlight the shadow attributes of each individual. In this case, primarily myself. And that's why I really chose that title, because I wanted to show that we all have a story. I wanted to show that story that I have, that darkness that I have. I wanted to like kind of like reveal it by expressing it musically. I mean, even with like the first song, the intro song is called Book of Shadows, and the first line I say is, "Don't nobody remember you until the day you die." And like I said, like any symbol or picture, that one line can say 1,000 things to 1,000 people, 1,000 different things to 1,000 different people. But what I basically was saying was, primarily you should always focus on yourself. The problem that I see in the world, or from my own learning with myself that I see in my world, because I like to always emphasize on myself, is it's easy to get caught up and wrapped up in everyone else's story. And then a lot of times those stories of other people play an effect in the mental psyche of an individual as well, because you start to believe you are what you're told you are, instead of convincing yourself what you are. If that make any sense. And the average, one of my studies, it said that the average person forgets who they really are. It's not consciously aware of who they really are. You kind of like defining who you are based on what you, like I said, what you were told and what you were taught. You know what I mean? So that was my way of saying, nobody remembers you because they really remember who they are at the moment. You know what I'm saying? We throw on different masks and everything. You know what I mean? But you're remembered by how you treat others. You remember it by how you treat others. It's not, no one's gonna really remember you for your possessions that you have, but they're gonna remember you for what you gave to the world. And that's why I wanted to give this EP. I wanted to expose a lot of the darkness that I have, and a lot of darkness that we all can relate to. But I also wanted to like embody that energy that heavy music brings, to kind of help get it out. And when you hear this, you would instantly be triggered to let it out, because you'll be able to relate. It always feels good to know there's someone else in the world besides yourself that's going through some type of adversity, going through some type of conflict. So I think with this, I'm gonna shine a lot of light, and that's my mission. I want to make that person who feels alone comforted, comfort, comforted. You know what I'm saying? I want to give them comfort, and know that they're not alone. And that's pretty much it, man. Dark Vibes. Again, it's coming out on the EP will be live on the 19th of this month, February. Dark Vibes for Life.